Hello, my dear class 9 students. Hope all of you are doing fine. Today we are going to start with our class 10 syllabus, chapter number 1, Concerns about our environment. Although sir has started with heat, those two chapters, heat and light, will be briefly discussed in order to clear your concepts for your senior classes. In your second duty syllabus, you will have chapter 1 and chapter 2. So let us begin. Physical science and environment. The earth is surrounded by a blanket or an envelope of air which we call the atmosphere. It is general belief of the scientists that the atmosphere extends up to a height of about 962,000 km from the surface of the earth. But 97% of the total mass of the atmosphere is within the range that extends up to a height of 32 km. The atmosphere is held near the surface of the earth by the force of gravity, and it is made up of a mixture of gas molecules. Structure of the atmosphere. The density and also the temperature are not the same throughout the atmosphere at all heights. As the temperature as we move up, what happens? The atmosphere's layer become less dense, right? The dense air remains closer to the ground and its density decreases as we move upwards. Due to this fact, our atmosphere has a multi-layered structure consisting of 4 major layers: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, and thermosphere. Number 1. Troposphere. Troposphere extends up to a height of about 16 km over the equator and 8 km over the poles. Its average height is taken as about 11 km upwards from the Earth's surface. About 80% of the total mass of the atmosphere is contained in this layer. Maximum atmosphere's layer is contained in this layer. Almost all dust particles and water vapors are contained in this layer. So all the weather phenomena like storms, clouds, rains, air current, etc. occur in this layer. The temperature in the troposphere falls with increasing height at an average rate of 1 degree Celsius per 167 meter. That means as we go 1 degree Celsius upwards, the temperature falls by 167 as we go 167 meter upwards, the temperature falls by 1 degree Celsius. Or as we move 50 km upwards, the temperature falls by 65 degrees Celsius. The upper limit of the troposphere at which the temperature stops decreasing is called the tropopause. Temperature at this level may be as low as minus 58 degrees Celsius. All these small points are very important. From these points, short questions, fill in the blanks, as well as characteristics of the layers will come. The stratosphere is the second layer of the atmosphere. Above the tropopause, it extends up to 50 km above the Earth's surface. The tropopause thus separates the troposphere from the stratosphere. There is a very little air but practically no moisture in this layer. So no cloud is formed here and fairly constant disturbances like storms, tornado do not take place here. Due to this fact, this layer is very calm and quiet. So the stratosphere is very calm and quiet layer. Alright, it is the second layer of the atmosphere and it extends above the tropopause up to 50 km above the Earth's surface. The tropopause separates the stratosphere from the troposphere. There is very little air but there is no moisture over there. So cloud cannot be formed and no weather phenomena also can be formed. Okay, this is the reason why no storms, all those tornadoes, nothing is going to form on this layer. So the layer is very calm and quiet. Jet planes fly through this layer so as to take advantage of the lack of air resistance. Air resistance means a kind of backward force which opposes the front motion, just like friction. So air friction kind of thing. While flying, it leaves behind a white tail. You know that jet planes leave a white tail while flying. This is in this layer, in the stratosphere, which in reality is the moisture from the engine forming condensation tracks. This is actually the condensation tracks, the moisture that is left behind from the engine. These tracks are not disturbed due to the lack of air movement in the stratosphere. That is why they stay for so long and we can see them. The farthest side of the stratosphere is the ozonosphere, and it contains most of the ozone gas molecules. The stratosphere also contains the ozone layer, and it is in the farthest side of the stratosphere. It absorbs most of the harmful UV rays of the sun and protects life on Earth. Thus, the ozonosphere acts as a filter. At lower levels of the stratosphere, temperature remains almost constant. The end of the stratosphere, where the temperature begins to fall, is called the stratopause. There the temperature begins to fall. Here the temperature is about 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit. But at higher levels, temperature increases with height due to the absorption of UV rays coming from the sun by ozone molecules present in it. In the higher levels of stratosphere, the temperature increases. Next we come to mesosphere. Above the stratosphere, the layer of atmosphere lying between 50 to 80 km from the Earth's surface is called the mesosphere. In this layer, the temperature falls with altitude, reaching a minimum of minus 95 degrees Celsius. It is the lowest temperature of the atmosphere, thus, mesosphere is the coldest layer. The upper end of the mesosphere is called the mesopause. Next, we have thermosphere. The layer of the atmosphere above the mesosphere extending up to 80 to 90 km above the Earth's surface is called the thermosphere. Thermosphere is that layer that contains relatively few molecules and atoms and absorbing small amount of solar energy, resulting in increase in the temperature. Temperature increases with height also up to about 1200 degrees Celsius, making thermosphere as the hottest layer. Thermosphere is the hottest layer. It also has two parts, ionosphere and exosphere. Ionosphere extends from the upper part of the mesosphere up to the thermosphere. The air in this region consists of ions or lighter atoms like hydrogen, helium, etc. Because of the presence of ions, this particular zone becomes highly electrically conducting, making radio communications possible around the world. Radio communications are possible because of this layer. Northern lights or aurora borealis, you have heard about seen aurora borealis in pictures also. It is seen in this zone. This zone also protects the earth from meteors and meteorites. Most of the meteors and meteorites that while coming vanish in the air itself due to air friction is because of the ionosphere. Exosphere, upper portion of the thermosphere extending somewhat about 600 to 960 km above the earth, having traces of gas molecules like helium and argon. Highest temperature of this zone is about 1200 to 1240 degrees Celsius. So I hope you have understood all the layers, children. Our class ends over here today. Please go through these two pages. I will send these two pages for the time being. And also in the next class, sir will discuss about sound energy, because heat and sound are the two chapters which will be required for your further knowledge in your class 10's syllabus. Sir is just giving a brief discussion, although those two chapters are not going to come in your second duty. I have repeated again. Alright, so this chapter number 1 from your class 10's book and chapter number 2 are coming in your second duty. Follow the classwork properly. Stay safe at home. Thank you, class.